SELAH, SELAH, SELAH moments.
Hey everyone, it's Nikki Cherie, your corporate MC, mentor, and coach. And in this week's edition of SELAH Moments, I want to say Merry Christmas to each and every one of you. I hope that your week is full of joy, peace, love, and happiness. I also want to say thank you for coming along on this journey with me this year as I endeavor to do what I am most passionate about, and that is to encourage you to push yourselves to reach higher limits and higher heights, and to also allow you to recognize whose you are, which is you being a child of Christ has everything that you need in order to be successful and prosperous in every area of your lives. And as we get ready to cross into 2020, as I took some time to pause, reflect, restore, and renew, I realized that change is coming. As you know, change is always constant. But when I took a look back, I reflected back on my 20s because the decade is changing. And in my 20s, I was a new mother, a new wife, new to corporate America, and I was struggling to make ends meet, struggling to figure out what my purpose was, and struggling to make sure that I could create a better life for myself and for my children. In my 30s is when I realized who I truly am as a woman. And I began to climb that corporate ladder and to gain confidence in who I am and who God created me to be. As I crossed into the decades of my 40s, which is this decade, I really settled into my foundation, really understood the impact and the purpose that God has for my life, and have truly been able to understand the joys of wealth and what it means to be successful in every area of my life. And as I prepare to enter the decade that will bring me into my 50s, I am excited about the foundation that I have established and the legacy that I will leave. I will begin to see the fruits of my labor and enjoy those who I have brought along with me and helped to encourage to reach new levels. I'll be able to see the great work that they are doing and the indelible imprint that they are leaving. So as you think about the change to this new decade and what God has in store for you, I encourage you to not be fearful and not to be afraid. Don't be disappointed if you're not quite where you think you ought to be, because God can redeem the time. Just be encouraged. This week alone, I had the privilege to be a part of Lakeisha Dixon's Soul Work Conference. It's a virtual conference. So if you want more information, I encourage you to go over to www.lakeishadixon.com. But she talked about our soul prospering and are we doing the things to really build up our inner man as we endeavor to make sure that we can create a mark on the earth for others. And then also, let's never forget, as I spent time in worship on today, one of the remarkable statements that was made is that being in the presence of God is the best present we can ever receive. And as you know, I am a true believer of Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. And so I ask you to invite him into your heart today and let him open up your eyes beyond what you can think or imagine in terms of what's next for you. Again, sisters embracing life and healing, this is a wonderful time to be exactly who God has created you to be. So as you spend time with your family and friends during this Christmas season, please remember that love, joy, peace, and happiness in every area of your life belongs to you and you deserve it. Until next time, be blessed.